watched him swim over.
Did you get it?
I watched him. That fish was so
serious?
high up off the bottom, dude.
He went right over and ate it.
Wow. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Look at this, folks. Nice little Saguaro Lake bass.
Yeah, not a giant,
right off the bat, he went right over there and swam and got it, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that fish was swimming around with a buddy or two. I don't know, dude, that were in 16 feet, and he was up probably 6 feet below the surface.
Look at that. Your weight's gone. Or is it gone?
He took it all, dude.
Oh, man.
Always the little ones that steal your
Look
stuff.
at that. Look at that. Folks, today we're at Saguaro Lake with the one and only Josh Bertrand. Buddy, you know I always love having you on the show.
It's my pleasure.
But what really makes this unique is he just made the travel back all the way from New York, right?
Yeah, I was
From
in
the
St. Lawrence River, dude.
And got what, 12th?
Yeah, it was a decent tournament, 12th place.
Oh, good job, man. I'm proud of you. But I know he comes and fishes this lake during the summer, so he got home, had to tell his wife, I'm going back out fishing with Johnny.
Literally got home 2 days ago, we're fishing again. But, and that's what it's all about, dude.
Well,
That's what
you
we
make
like
sure
to
you
do,
let her know
right?
we appreciate it, man, because I know how it is. But I'll tell you what, we're here, and Josh, we were just talking about it. You know, we're in summertime. Here we are in August. It's tough. And can you tell folks at home why you think it might be a little slower here?
Yeah, fishing's been great here all summer. It really has, and just over the last week or two, it's taken a turn and gotten a lot tougher. Just talking to my buds that have been out here a lot, I think a big part of it is the fish get keyed in on certain stuff, and right now they're keyed in on these shad, and the shad are up high in the water column everywhere. So the fish are, instead of being on the bottom where they're easily accessible, they're up high. So, you know, you got to change your approach a little bit. We came out here and we've already dragged a couple spots, didn't catch anything, and that's our first little clue.
Made us
right
a little
there.
nervous.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but yeah.
No, I know.
But you can tell those fish are up high, so we're going to have to really kind of adapt today. You could change technique. Even with the drop shot, you know, we're going to fish it a little bit differently than we normally do.
Now explain to the folks at home why the drop shot works so well on these Arizona lakes this time of year. And it really works year round. But I know I get a lot of grief sometimes for picking up that drop shot. And I've won some big tournaments with that drop shot this time of year. But it's really a necessity in your boat, I think.
You can't hesitate pulling it out when you're in Arizona. There's a lot of good ways to catch fish, and we try to do that. I know you try to have variety on the show, but it is such a good way to catch fish, especially when it's tough. Like, I mean, this morning, we would love to come out here and catch them cranking and you know, we might be able to, but 45 minutes into the day, we're reaching for the drop shot because we want to catch fish. And
that's right.
110 degrees is coming quick.
Yeah,
dude,
we want to be off the water by 11 o'clock. So, I mean, we're really struggling. We're going to get this done. But I'm telling you, I got the man with me today. I trust he's going to get it done. And I put that brand new transducer on.
That's right.
For the
LVS 34.
Oh, man. And I'll tell you what a difference it is. And Josh just said I did a good job. I did it on my own. I appreciate that, bud.
That's right. That's right.
But it looks really good and clear so he can do his job. And I'll tell you what, we'll see what happens today. Hopefully I can catch him behind him. We'll see what happens.
You got to get it right on the wall because it's so sheer right here, and it comes out a little more up ahead, but it's really sheer right here. There's one.
Somebody said
There's one.
All right.
Oh man, I got a little issue here.
What's the matter?
My line
What'd
is
you
in
do?
my line was the bait keeper.
Well,
Still got him. Still got him.
Look at that, right
I'm
off
like,
the wall.
oh, man.
Right off the wall. Good job, Josh.
Thanks. This feels like a better fish.
That looks
see
like
what we
it
got.
could be a better fish. Oh, that's a tank, son.
It's a good one. All right. I'm glad we got the line out of there.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Don't you lose that fish. Yeah, take your time. What pound line you using?
Oh, I think that's 6, man.
Oh, you're using 6. I'm using 8.
Nice and light.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Oh, that's a good fish. Come here. Ah! Oh, I lost him. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Ah! Look at there. Oh, look at that. I don't even have to tell you about that hook.
Look at this. Look at this. I just fell right out.
There you go, son.
That's a good one. Thank you,
Look
man.
at that.
Thanks for the net assistance there.
Ah, nice.
Solid fish right there.
Solid.
All right.
Yep, those are the kind of fish. We came to the wall. Josh was like, let's go fish something a little different. We were out off of a flat, and you decided, hey, let's go hit the walls. And something I really enjoy doing is hitting the walls.
This time of year, man, it's you know, you get bluegill that hang out on these walls. It's got shade. It's got everything a fish needs.
So you're throwing 6 then?
This, yeah, so it's 6-pound trilene, dude, which is a lot lighter or a lot thicker and stronger than like a 6-pound Japanese line. So
Gotcha.
it's 6, but I bet if you put it next to a 8-pound Japanese braid, it would be similar.
Gotcha.
It's a little deceiving. There's one.
When's the last time you got one? Another one? I was just gonna say, what in the world, son? Is that a good one?
It's, you know, it's not a rat, I'll say that. I don't think it's a giant.
You're gonna give me one of them worms. I don't know what you're throwing on that thing. You're giving me one of them worms.
The old secret power worm, dude.
Is that what it is, the power worm?
Yeah. Little fatty.
Awesome.
Here,
that's a nice one, Josh. Nice fish.
Oh, get up here.
I just threw through there. That's gotta be the power worm. Gotta be.
They like that thing.
Up that power worm, son.
This bait's been around, dude, for how long?
Forever.
Forever.
I used to sell them in my tackle store.
It's just a grimy bite out here right now. We've caught 3 fish on 3 different spots. Basically 3 different types of spots too. That last good one we caught was right up against the wall on a steep wall. This was on kind of a deal that comes out and slides out quite a ways. It was probably a little shade related, but.
You know, and I was just gonna say, I just got up on the front, you just changed that worm, threw it out there. And I was gonna use my excuse today of, you know, you using the forward facing. You didn't need the forward facing sonar on that one,
That
buddy.
was old school. That was old
old
school. Cast it and feel the bite.
I can't complain now. Now I gotta catch him. I gotta pull out the cape.
Come on.
Yeah, I got that one, son.
All right.
I watched him come get it. Come on. Josh, by golly. Hey, guess
Dude.
what, son? I'm on the board.
We are working for him today. My goodness.
All right, come on.
Just pull him in.
We're working for him today, man. I'm telling you what. I watched him go over to it. You know what? You're right about one thing, Josh. We were here earlier and the fish were sitting up pretty high.
Yeah.
And now we've come out here and the fish seem to be sitting a little bit closer to the bottom. Whoop. And that's huge because they'll start biting if they get a little bit closer to the bottom like that.
No doubt. It's the sun. I mean, it was low light this morning and the fish were up cruising around hunting. And, you know, that's cool, but it was just hard to get a bait in front of those fish with the techniques that we're trying to use, right? So,
yeah.
Yeah, now that the sun can be your friend at this time of year because it really positions the fish for you.
You bet. You bet.
Good job.
And we're out here on this flat, working them pretty hard. But I'll tell you what, I have to admit something. That forward-facing sonar is really nice from Garmin. They've done a great job.
It is. You just got the new transducer.
Yeah.
Well, the transducer's been out for a bit, but
it has.
You just got it for the boat, and it's awesome, man. 2 of the 4 fish we've caught have been because of that.
Yes. So it's a worthwhile deal when the fishing's slow, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you just want to go hit walls all day, you know.
No doubt.
This allows us to get out here and find some fish you wouldn't normally find.
4 fish is better than 2. I'll say
That's
that,
right.
Man.
That's right.
Oh! No way! Dude,
I think yours
not
might be
bad.
a little bigger. All right. That's when you know I better spot lock.
I guess they just came through, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking they just came through. You got a good one, dude. Yours is bigger. Yours is bigger.
I just said, I don't think we're going to get a big one out here.
Huh?
I just said we're not going to get a big one out here.
Hey, what do you think you are doing? Like Major League Fishing right here? He's down here just. That's how they do it,
That's
folks.
how you
just
don't
like that.
do it right there.
Hey, that's not even fair. Well, you're a guest on my show. I guess that's a good
Thank
thing.
you for letting me catch the bigger fish, Johnny.
Yeah, right.
Hey, cheers, dude.
Cheers. Well, you know, that was crazy. We both threw out there and caught a fish. I'm like, I know you just got bit, but I got bit. That's a beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Right out here off that flat.
That was cool, dude.
Well, hey, you know what? It has been such a tough day today to have a double. That is crazy. I mean, here we are struggling, hitting 15 different areas, and you just got to keep looking. You know, the one thing I've noticed that I love about the way you fish, and I love doing the same thing, you throw for a little bit. If you're not getting bit in an area where you think you should be getting bit, especially when you're on the lake and you understand the water a lot, man, you move. And it's like, let's move until we find a biting fish.
Yeah.
You know, you can't count on one spot and hope they're gonna move in there sometime. Maybe later, but go hit some other stuff and then come back. And that's what we did here.
I'm an impatient fisherman, dude. They say you need patience in fishing, and sometimes it'll burn me. Sometimes it'll burn me being impatient, but there's a lot of times where you'll run into them because you are impatient and you want to keep hitting fresh stuff.
I can't believe you caught a bigger fish than me on that. I knew as soon as you set the hook though and it was taking your drag, I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. And then I knew my fish wasn't that big, but that was good though.
Take it,
double.
doubled
That was
up,
good.
baby.
I'm proud of you on that one, dude.
Thank you, man.
That was good. You know, and that little bit of breeze kicking up feels good too when you're out here in 105-degree temperature.
My
You know, I mean,
yeah.
I'm a mountain boy. This is kind of killing me, man.
Things just got so much better.
You know, Josh, I have to tell you, I appreciate you giving me that power worm.
They like that thing, don't they?
I love that power worm. I use it a lot throughout the year, and it's just a good little worm. And that's just a green pumpkin, right? That's what we're
so
throwing today.
basic. 4.5-inch green pumpkin with a little curly tail.
Yep.
And that thing just looks like a little bayfish down there in the
love
water,
that.
man. It
Yeah.
looks, that tail
Or it
looks
could be like a
minnow
little
swimming.
crawdad or something like that.
Sure. Got him. All right, dude.
I got him. Another one right there. Come on.
We are on them now, baby. That's a nice one.
Oh yeah, all right. That's what I'm talking about, son. Little Saguaro Lake bass. We were talking, and it got spongy. I didn't even feel the bite. I was picking up on it. It felt heavy. I'm like, I'm setting the hook.
I threw right in there right away, just in case there's some
There's
more
a school,
friends.
yeah. It's like you see them kind of schooled around a little bit. They're not giant fish, but they're still solid,
that's a good
solid
fish.
bass for a tough day on the water. Oh, come on. Now I see why you do what you do. Open your mouth. All right, I'm gonna do it.
There we go.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. I gotta lay off the chips, man. I'm having a tough time bending over to catch these fish. Ah, oh my goodness. We were talking early, you know, a lot of people would think that you gotta be out in 30, 40 foot of water to catch these fish in the middle of summer. And you know, we've always been taught that in the summertime, these fish will go way deep. But you know what? You brought up something really important this morning, and we should discuss it a little bit, and it's called the thermocline. And that thermocline is gonna dictate where these fish are gonna be.
100%. We talked about it this morning. We've been talking about it all summer because the fish right now are a little shallower than they typically are in the summertime on this lake. And the reason for that is 100% the thermocline. And you'll see that thermocline if you've got electronics like these Garmin's. A lot of times you just be idling down the middle of the lake, you put your boat in the water, and you can see there's basically a line where there's all kinds of clutter,
Sure.
bait, looks like debris, and then it's just below that, there's nothing.
Nothing.
And that's the thermocline. And the reason there's nothing below it is because there's no oxygen down below it. So,
Gotcha.
you know, the thermocline, it's weird because, you know, we're living in Arizona, the water doesn't do the same stuff that water does way up north, right? Where you get ice and stuff like that. Our thermoclines are a little funky, our turnovers
Sure.
are a little funky, but if you see an obvious thermocline on the water in the summertime, fish above it.
There you go, folks. Great tip right there. Actually, that's a great tip of the week right there, that thermocline. And you can see it with your graph. It's, like Josh said, it's pretty black and white on your graph. All the activity, anything below, it's tough to get bit.
Yeah. There's another one.
Are you serious? You sitting out there and you didn't give me another worm. Are you see that thing bit right there?
Right there.
All right, well, you can't make this up, folks. Josh, they're here. We found a little load of these fish right here. That's a decent fish.
And what's
right
funny
there.
is we fished it this morning and we caught one little fish.
I just thought I'd throw out there too. That's a That's a deduction, a 3-minute penalty.
That's a flagrant right there, dude.
Oh, is that a
I'm
flagrant?
sitting down for 5.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
It might help. Great catch. Exactly what we're talking about. What's the depth of water we're fishing?
So we're in 16, and this is like as deep as they're gonna wanna be right now. We were earlier saying like 12, 14, and 16 is about as deep as you're gonna wanna be fishing right now. Yep.
That's awesome.
On this lake. Now you go to the next lake over, it might be 25. I know Roosevelt, they're a lot deeper right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Every lake's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me just take my time getting you this worm. Let me rig mine up first.
Yeah, go ahead and rig your worm up.
Get mine set up first, get it back out there, and then slowly make my way down here to.
Got him.
Oh!
Got him. Got him.
You sight fish that one?
Yes, I did. And it's a little bit bigger than that last one I caught. Ah, that is fun, man.
This is a different type of sight fishing than I know you to be really good at.
Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son. I want to see it. Man, he's giving me the juice right now. I'm gonna let him.
Let me know. I'd love to give you a hand, man. Let me get down there.
Start clapping. I'm kidding. I need some hands. I need that work. All right, Joshy.
Oh, let's get comfy.
Oh,
here.
yeah. He's not
Nice
a
one.
giant,
No,
but it's a good one.
Oh, it fell off in my hand.
What? Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. That's still my fish. You don't get to re-catch it by your bare hand.
That was a fumble by the receiver here.
Awesome, dude.
Nice fish.
Oh, I watched him go down and take that. I'll tell you, that's fun. Doing that kind of fishing is fun. I can see how it can be really addicting for you guys out there on tour.
A chunk of a fish right there, dude. Take that one all day, every day. Good job.
You know what? How long have these Berkeley power worms been out? These dudes, I had a fishing tackle store when I was a kid out of high school, and I was selling them when they first came out, and they smelled like bubble gum. And now
smelled like bubble gum, dude?
They did. When they first came out with the power worms, they sent me some samples at the store. I actually won a tournament with the first samples I ever got.
Okay.
But they smelled like bubble gum, and they've kind of put more scent or whatever.
Oh yeah,
they do.
they've refined the formula.
They refined the formula, and I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I'm impressed. The little 4-inch curl tail. I used to throw that purple one like crazy. Yeah,
even in clear water, that thing works. Yep.
Good worm.
It's one of those things that like so many people have gotten away from. I've really gotten back to it, and because you're not after this show, dude.
You know what's coming back. You know what's coming back too is a split shot someday.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Yeah.
I need another worm, Josh. You got to give me another one.
Let's go to the magic cooler here.
Yeah, go to the magic cooler. What a fun day today. Even though the fishing was tough, I got to go out with my good friend Josh Bertrand, and that's a treat in itself, man.
We're
so proud of you on the big circuit and doing well. And I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of fun. And I've learned a lot too. I mean, I'll tell you what, it's that forward-facing sonar has a lot to it that's just so much fun. I catch a lot of fish off of it, but it's always cool to adjust, make some adjustments, and see some of the stuff that we get to see that we don't normally get to see on it, and play with the thing. And the one thing I've learned today is you got to play around with it a little bit to get your settings to where you can see stuff good. You know, the color mat and all that.
Every day's different too. You know, the watercolor's different, the sun's different. Believe it or not, that all makes a difference in your settings. So you always got to be, tinkering with it.
Exactly. And I've never seen somebody, he's constantly just adjusting it, and I'm like, well, you learn a lot from stuff like that, but I've had fun having you on the show today, man. I'll tell you what, and I know the folks at home enjoy it, and I know all the Arizona people that are following fishing tournaments and stuff are following you, dude, and we're all proud of you.
Hey, man, it means a lot. I love coming on,
yeah,
dude.
I love it.
I love it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Saguaro Lake. A tough day, but we managed to catch them. We'll see you next week. For Josh Bertrand, I'm Johnny Johnson. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about, folks.